And in some sense, that's what matters the most, because it doesn't even really necessarily matter who did it. But look, I mean, here's the thing, right? And here's the cure for and look, listen. Let me try to like be clear. I'm not just this isn't just like a disclaimer or something like that. I really mean this. But just to be clear, like there are lots of real conspiracies. And in fact, I think no one who's telling the truth isn't a conspiracy theorist. But like what you got to understand is that you don't want to get too far out over your skis or be too kooky and connect dots that don't exist, right? And I do think there are some people who are doing that right now. And in some sense, that's what matters the most, because it doesn't even really necessarily matter who did it. That's done and over with. What matters is like, what's the exploitation going to be? What's the policy going to be? And it's almost like so obviously written on the walls that what they want to do here is use this as, like with everything, like with the immigration crackdowns and all of that, this will be used as an excuse to crack down on what? Opposition to Israel. And so already, who are the fucking groups that they're pointing at? They're going, you know what? I think it might be these groypers, or it might be these left-wing radicals. Yeah. But what have the left-wing radicals been doing for the, I mean, but aside from the few immigration protests, really the left-wing radicals for the last 2 years have been protesting over the goddamn genocide in Gaza. And kind of, I think, I mean, however you feel about the left-wingers who've been out in the streets over Gaza, they really went against their political party. They were calling Joe Biden Genocide Joe. They really took some arrows. They really did. A lot of them got kicked out of school and got fucking, like blacklisted from getting jobs. Some of the legal residents got deported. Some of them were like violently evicted by the police. I'm just saying, like, and I do think the response to it is going to be to go after them.